This is the most special day of the year. As you know, for people from New Hampshire coming down to Boston to see it shattered is just amazing. What I would emphasize to people is this is Boylston Street, very commercial, a Prudential Tower, lots of shops, and then right below the finish line, some of the great heritage of Boston, Boston Commons and some of the churches. One street over is Commonwealth Avenue, which is that famous tourist avenue, the gorgeous houses. So this is the very soul of the city, off of Beacon Street. You can see that wonderful map there indicating Copley Square and such. This is the historic district, one street over, two streets over, before Trinity Church. And this is the very heart and soul of the city on this most wonderful day, a perfect day for the marathon. I watched some of the, could I tell you I cheated? I watched Red Sox baseball while on the job at work. I hope that was okay.
That's okay. It the Red Sox.
That happens.
It does happen.
That happens. But that's Patriots Day here, and this has just been shattering. A close family member was just 2 blocks away when this happened, and we're still making phone calls. Everybody so far is fine, but you see this tragedy, and of course, we'll hear from the police soon.
I've been there on many marathon days. I'm sure you have as well. It is, as you pointed out, one of the happiest days of the year in Boston. People are very excited. There's a very warm, warmth in the city that, by the way, you don't always get in a northeastern town. But on this one particular day, everybody's in a very good mood. Lots of smiles. 29,000 people from around the globe come to run in this event every year from 90 different countries. It's an event that's been going on since 1897, very much part of the Boston tradition, and one that people really want to be part of. You have 500,000 people that come to Boston or in Boston for this event. So, you know, as we think about this and whether or not this was a terror attack, as Richard Falkenrath has been telling us in his belief, likely that might in fact be the issue. How could it not be? I know, because you've got
just
2
by the
and
definition of what we've seen so
2
far.
additional bombs that
four
were
devices is what we know. 2 that went off, and we're told 2 others, Richard, that the police department is trying to address right now. A total of 4.
Yeah, if all the information that you just recited is accurate, then it certainly is a terrorist attack. It had all the hallmarks to begin with. I've been around enough of these incidents to know that at the beginning you were careful, and first reports are often incorrect, and you want to be careful before leaping to conclusions. But as more information comes in, as the mosaic begins to take form and take place, then you can reach a conclusion. And I expect now what we've just heard, that once Mayor Menino comes on in front of the national audience and talks to them, he'll have to label it terrorism.
Yeah. And when you look at this, Trish, I think it's so important to understand when this occurred. This is 3 p.m. This is the glow of the day. People have come from Hopkinton. They've gone through the outer suburbs, of course, with the romance of colonial times. They go down Route 16, which is Washington Street in Wellesley, right where I used to work. And then down they go into Newton, into the city, up that horrific hill. And you know,
AKA the wall, Tom.
Yeah, but you know, as I've seen, the first 200 people, it's like they're not even sweating. They're like you would if you were running the marathon.
Thank you for that, Tom. I don't know about that.
You wouldn't be sweating. But this is 3 p.m. and this is that glow. I've accomplished it. Exhausted people, and frankly tired support staff, which makes it even more tragic than here in the 3 p.m. again of just a perfect day for this marathon.
And speak, Tom, to the sort of spirit of the city. You know, here we have what appears to be a terrorist attack, 2 bombs that go off, 2 others discovered, and yet no sense of panic, but instead people in Boston helping each other out as we looked at the footage. Nobody running, but somehow everybody helping. Speak, if you can, to the viewers who aren't as familiar with Boston as you as to
I'm looking at these images now, Adam, and they look like the movies, except this isn't the movies. You know, Dr. Falkenrath can talk about this, but there's a whole issue of Hollywoodization of Boston, and I don't remember the movie, but I remember literally them shooting a movie at Copley Place with the usual blow-em-ups, like you'd have in New York or a lot of the other major cities, except this isn't Hollywood.
Right.
This is for real, and these people are trained to do this.